Welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. So our topic is child development. And I am your presenter, Lume MS. In this lesson, we will be guided by the following learning outcomes. So the following are learning outcomes. The first one is the postnatal stage of child development. And then the second outcome is the factors affecting physical development. So we'll be guided by the following learning outcomes. We'll look at the postnatal stage of child development. Then we'll look at the factors affecting physical development. The postnatal stage can be divided, has been divided in 3 stages. It has been divided in 3 stages. The postnatal stage has been divided in 3 stages, and the following are the stages. The first one, it is called the infant stage. The infant stage followed by childhood stage. Then the last stage, it is called the adolescence stage. So let us look at the first stage, which is called the infant stage. So the infant stage, it is the period from birth to approximately 18 months. It is the period from birth to approximately 18 months of age. Then at birth, what is it that you should expect? Okay, from birth to 18 months of age. So at birth, infants, they display some inherited reflexes, okay? Reflexes such as blinking, such as grasping, crying, moving of the limbs. These are the things which a child can never be taught, but these are inherited, so they're able to do these things even without teaching them on how to do these things. So they're able to perform some reflexive actions. So a healthy infant should progress through a sequence of motor development that occurs simultaneously, and there is no need for spatial training. There is no need for spatial training. So these are things which the child can never be taught. So a healthy child should be able to grasp, to perform some reflexive actions such as crying, such as blinking of an eye, such as grasping of things, moving of limbs. All these things should be seen at the infant stage. So having looked at the infant stage, we can move on to look at the second stage, which is childhood stage. So what is it that you should expect to see at the childhood stage? So this is a period from acquisition of language at 1 year to the onset of adolescence at 12 years, okay, 12 to maybe 14 years. Okay, I made a mistake here, it's a typing error. So this is a period from this is a period at 1 year to the onset of adolescence, that is 11 to 12 years. So this is at this period you should expect the acquisition of language. There should be a rapid development in language. Okay, so these are the things that you should expect to see at adolescence. So we can move on to look at the second stage, which is adolescence. So at adolescence stage, this is a stage of maturation. It is a stage of maturation between childhood and adulthood. And the period starts at about 14 years in male and 12 years in females. Okay, but there's early onset. In girls, nowadays, a girl can mature even at 9 years. Okay, so when we say it is 12 years, it doesn't mean that for everyone that's to occur at 12 years. So there's early onset, there's maturation can also delay. So adolescence starts about 14 years in male and 12 years in females. Yeah. Then adolescents go through, this is a period when they go through the dramatic changes. Okay. So this is because of the hormones such as testosterone in males and estrogen in females. So these hormones they cause changes to occur in girls and boys. So in boys, the hormones are called testosterone, and then in girls, they are called estrogen. These are the hormones which cause dramatic changes in both male and female. So let's look at the changes that girls undergo through. So the following are the changes which we should expect to see um, in girls. The first one is that pimples will develop, then hips will widen or they'll grow, and then breasts will also appear. Girls will begin to menstruate. Okay, they'll start having the periods, and then there's widening of the pelvic. Okay, which prepares a girl to child delivery. Okay, then there is the growth of hair in the private parts. Okay, and then the voice, voices in girls sharpen, it becomes sharp. So these are some of the changes that you should expect to see in girls. So let's look at the physical changes in boys. So the following are the changes. The first one is that also in boys, the pimples will develop. And then the development of appearance of hair in the private parts. And then for the boys, the voice, instead of sharpening, it deepens. Okay. And then the external genital parts enlarges. Okay. It elongates and enlarges. And then the shoulders in boys, they broaden. And then boys begin to have wet dreams. Okay. For instance, a boy, because of the desire to have sex, because of the hormonal imbalances, a boy will begin maybe having dreams, dreaming having sex with a girl, and then they'll even release. Okay, mostly a girl would think that maybe so the girl, because of the same release of sperms, boys will begin to have wet dreams when they wake up while like sleeping to be waked. Then the last one is that they'll begin producing sperm. Okay, so this is a stage where a boy can impregnate a woman. So these are just some of the changes that occur in boys. So what I've given you is just a skeleton of the changes. You can add more meat to what I've given you. Okay. So now there are certain factors which can affect the development of a child both before birth and after birth. Let us look at the factors affecting physical development of a child before birth. The first one is the nutrition level of the mother. If the mother, a pregnant woman, is not having balanced diet, if she's lacking nutrients, it can affect the development of a child. The second one is the age of the mother. If the pregnant woman is too young or too old, this can affect the development of a child simply because a young pregnant woman, she's still developing, so her bones haven't are not strong, and just imagine you're developing and then you have something developing in you. So this can affect the physical development or the physical health of the health of the unborn child. Then if the mother is too old, whereby certain cells have started dying, this can affect the development of the unborn baby. Then the health condition of the mother, maybe it's a pregnant woman that is always sick, always bedridden. This can affect the development of the child. And then use of drugs. If the mother, the pregnant woman, is taking drugs like cocaine, okay, and if if she takes alcohol, this can affect the development of the child in the womb. And then the other one is the emotional state of the mother. Okay, a woman that is depressed, every time she's depressed, thinking about something, this can affect the development of the fetus in the womb. And then the last one is exposure to radiation. A mother who is exposed to radiation because of the rays, okay, this can affect um, the physical development of the child in the womb. Then we've looked at these factors affecting physical development of a child before birth. Now let us look at the factors that can affect the physical development of a child after birth. The first one is heredity. Heredity will look at factors, certain conditions which can be inherited from the parents. For instance, a visually impaired parent can there are chances for that those parents to have a child who is visually impaired. So certain conditions can inherited from the parents. Okay, certain conditions they run through parents. Maybe the parents discovered maybe the parents are physically are challenged. This can be seen in their offspring. So the other factor is environmental factors. On environmental factors, we're looking at things like maybe a place which has high content of radiation. Okay, for instance, maybe there's high concentration of lead. Okay, this can affect the physical development of the child. Then the health condition of the child, a sickler child uh, is likely not it may not develop at the same level with the healthy child. So the health of the child also it plays an important role. So um, a child who is always sick cannot develop at the same level with others. Then there's drug abuse. A child who is abusing drugs, okay, can the drugs can affect their physical development. So these are the these are the factors affecting the development of the physical development of the child, both at birth and after birth. So thank you for listening. We've come to the end of the lesson. Thank you for listening. God bless you.